Good afternoon. We're back at the World Trade Promotion Conference here in Paris, and the discussions are lively and continuing. And we have here with us someone from Barbados, Sonja Trotman, head of the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation. Sonja, tell us about your experience here.
Okay. Thank you very much for stopping to speak with me this evening. It has been a pleasure so far at the conference. I've enjoyed the session, the keynote speakers, and the interaction at the panels. They have been very useful. I find that there's so much you can learn from what other persons are doing. And as a result, following up, our intention is to engage some of the people who have presented here today to see how we can improve what we're doing in Barbados.
In terms of the trends, what has stood out for you the most in terms of what we heard so far today, for you?
In terms of what interests me a lot related to what Costa Rica was saying, and I like the fact that they have planned over several years, and now they're seeing the results of what they have planned for the future in terms of the sectors, and they focus on the sectors, even training for the sectors, and I like that, and I think that is something from which we can learn, in that you sit and you plan, but you plan with a view to seeing it implemented not 5 years down the road, but 20 years. It's amazing to see a plan come alive 20 years down the road.
Yeah, indeed, Costa Rica is an example of that.
Very much so.
If you had to take something away, what are the priorities for you in Barbados, and what you would like to see achieved the most in terms of trade promotion and investment?
Yes, in terms of trade promotion and investment for Barbados, what we need to do and what I would like to see more is implementation of more innovative products and processes and services, and for us to get into the companies and work one-on-one with them from the ground up, so that we can see some increased exports and, bigger and smarter and more effective companies. And I can see it happening. As I said before, it would take a lot of planning and implementation, but it is not outside of our reach in Barbados.
Yes. So capacity building for small and medium-sized firms is where the direction where you want to go.
Definitely. That is what is very much required at this stage. It is a large task because it requires lots of resources, but I'm sure as we approach it, incrementally, and some companies see the benefits, that it will be something others would want to get involved in. Yes.
And I understand you were the first woman head of your trade organization. How's that been for you, and what advice would you have for other people, both male and female, in the world of trade promotion and investment?
Okay. Well, thanks for reminding me of that. I saw the link. I was a little taken back. Wow, you did your research. Yes, at the BIDC, it was and it continues to be a very exciting time, where you're able, having grown up in the organization, by the way, I started in a research capacity, and as a result have been able to use the knowledge gained from over the years of working with the organization to see where we have been and know where we could be, and using the experience and exposure which I've gained throughout the years, attending conferences, reading, doing online research. So I believe that the BIDC continues to be a very effective organization, serving the companies in the export sector, but also seeing companies grow and develop. And that is very important to us, and something we will continue to do at the BIDC.
So it's a lot about listening and learning and applying it for a long-term view for real development, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Because even though time changes, there's a lot of things that can still be implemented, and a lot of things you can still use to help to grow the sectors and develop the agency and the organizations we serve. Yes, agreed.
I wish you best of luck, continued networking, and finding lots more good practices that you can use in Barbados.
Well, thank you very much. I certainly intend to do that. Thanks a lot. Okay.
And the conversation continues at the World Conference of Trade Promotion Organizations.